Hello and welcome back to 8:30 p.m. football. Michael Carrick has Manchester United flying again. United 2 Spurs nil in what was one of the most dispatching, dominating, demolishing performances of United's season so far. And which also means that Carrick now has 4 out of 4 in his first 4 games in charge of United, something we couldn't say for the entirety of Ruben Amorim's tenure, which obviously is now behind us. We're not going to go there, but you cannot help but draw a few parallels as to how this United side is so good, is so dominating, is so in the spirit of United's true DNA. I feel like with this United side, there is a certain hunger, there's a desire, there's a passion to get that second goal after they score first, as there was today, as there was against City, against Arsenal. They will not accept a draw. The brand of football that they were playing, United honestly just had their feet on Tottenham's throat through the entire game. And the second goal, honestly, everyone knew it was coming. All of Old Trafford knew it was coming. It honestly should have been 3 or 4, but we will take the two. We'll take the 2 goals, a clean sheet, and a complete domination of Spurs at Old Trafford. And this team is finally playing exciting, brilliant football. We had 23 shots today, out of which I believe 7 or 8 were on target. Out of those 23, 13 shots were taken from outside the box. Casemiro took 2 brilliant shots today, one of which was on target, just had to be a little more left or right. Shesko, in the last minute, could have made it 5 goals and 5 appearances for himself. I feel like he just had so much freedom there, he got confused himself as to whether he should take another touch, maybe let the header in, but in any case, ended up with a meek header that did not go in. And Fernandes was laughing on the floor. He knew this should have been 3-0. But in any case, Diogo Dalot, Luke Shaw letting in those shots was a beautiful thing to see, which is so contrasting to the way we played under Amorim. Games like West Ham, Burnley, where we had the lead, simply slipped away because we fell back. We did not want to bring in, we did not want to make those attacking substitutions. We somewhere did not believe that we deserved to win that game, that we were the dominating side, we were the side that was making the charge for the title. Or, I mean, that might be going a bit too far, but making a charge for Europe. This game, going into the Tottenham game, there was a certain degree of reassurance, a certain belief that under Carrick, United is the side that is expected to win this game. We are the side that will dominate, that will hold the ball, that will create more chances, have more shots on target, and hopefully deliver a W. And that is exactly the spirit in which the United team that we saw today played. This new midfield is certainly delivering to its full potential and is one of the major reasons that this Michael Carrick ship has left the docks and is in complete sail. We are all aboard it. We are all believing that this United side has definitely a claim on the top 4 spots, is absolutely certainly going to make it to Europe next season, and there is no one stopping us. Not City, not league leaders Arsenal, not the likes of Tottenham, who are by the way languishing in 14th place. This might look like we're giving them too much respect, too much credit, hyping this win up too much. But when you sort of know that you do not have a single win against this side in the last 5 games, this side somehow finds form against not just not just United, but Manchester sides in general. The way they came back from 2-0 behind against City out of absolutely nowhere. The first goal, Bruno Fernandes and Kobbie Mainoo, the 2 stalwarts of United's midfield, linking and sinking to provide Mbeumo a delivery that was absolutely perfect right at his feet. Mbeumo obviously did not let it fly as convincingly as he would have liked to, but when you're in such prime form, when you've scored against Tottenham in the reverse fixture, scored against Liverpool away, scored against Manchester City and Arsenal, I mean, there is no way he's missing that. He found the absolute edge of the corner, which would obviously also be a huge confidence booster, not just for Mbeumo, but also for Kobbie Mainoo, who's been starting every single game under Carrick. His second assist now, the goal that Patrick Dorgo obviously dispatched against Arsenal was his assist as well. Now, this guy has not been as creatively influential as he was last season when he basically came up with the goods against Liverpool in that away fixture, an excellent goal in the Carabao Cup, a brilliant goal against Wolves to win the game. So he's not had those critical, game-changing, visible influences, but the little passes in the midfield, the solidarity that he brings, obviously with the more defensive role as he plays alongside Casemiro in the CDM role now, with Bruno Fernandes ahead of them, who by the way not just delivered the corner that set Mbeumo up for his goal, but also got the second goal, which was absolutely critical to basically close the game and put it to bed, as United have failed to do so often this season, but not on Carrick's watch, not this season. There is obviously a case to be made for the kind of injuries that Spurs have. I believe the number is now over 10. They have like 10 first team players, most of which were regular starters, the likes of Kevin Danso, Pedro Porro, Kulusevski, Berival. The list just keeps going on and on. Unfortunately, Destiny Udogie has been added to that list. The only player who was running down the left hand side convincingly and who looked like he could maybe beat Diogo Dalot, deliver in a ball or two here and there and create something for Dominic Solanke, who, I mean, honestly, you just have to feel for him. He had absolutely nothing, no service today. And the moment Cuti Romero went off the pitch, the moment he got his second red card of the season, it was clear that he is not going to have much of a role to play. Solanke is going to probably spend most of his time in his own half defending against United, which, again, it is not a given because Everton had a red card. United were, honestly, they did not get a single goal in that game. They spent most of their time passing the ball sideways. Everton were the one who eventually scored, and we looked very meek in that game, as we did against Newcastle when we scored the first goal. We simply fell back. We were extremely lucky that Newcastle away from home is a very fallible side. They again did not have much to show for, but this United side will not let that happen. Excellent performances all around. Diogo Dalot almost let in a curler in what was a shot that reminded me of Ashley Young's goal against, in fact, one of the two Ashley Young goals against Arsenal in that 8-2 victory. Luke Shaw let a couple of goals fly. Bruno Fernandes had a couple of chances. There were again two goals scored, both of which were offside. United somehow gets in those deliveries to Cunha. Ahmad is too quick for a lot of defenders. It just feels like all these individually brilliant cogs that United has always had. Ahmad's take-on ability, his immense pace on that right-hand side. Cunha's, his technical ability, his ability to basically take those shots from outside the box. Mbumo's brilliant finishing touch. Bruno Fernandes, I mean, honestly, where to start with him? All of these individual cogs that were present in Amarim's system are now finally clicking together like a well-oiled machine. This is a formidable United side, and I do not say that lightly. I do not say that in a spur of optimism. I say that at the back of the last four performances, which honestly have me believing that United are a prime contender for Europe, and this European spot is now honestly ours to lose. Chelsea obviously are hot on our heels, 3-0 up at halftime against Wolves as I record this, so they will probably just stay 1 point behind us, but the pressure that United has applied on the likes of Aston Villa and Manchester City is where it gets really interesting. City, who are only merely 3 points ahead of United, play Liverpool away from home on Sunday. Any points dropped over there will basically cut their lead just to 4 points. And with over 10 games to go in this season, 13 games to go this season, the race for the top four has never been more interesting. It is a wonderful time to be a United fan. Now, we obviously face West Ham midweek this time, away from home, in what is again going to be a critical game. We absolutely have to deliver a result against, again, a resurgent West Ham side. They are leading today. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. This is a side that is not to be taken lightly. They drew against United last time after we dominated most of the game. I mean, well, not dominated, but we at least led for most of the game, and then out of nowhere, a corner, a loose ball, and a goal. Thankfully for us, that is exactly the kind of game that we are not playing under the new manager, who now has 4 wins out of 4. A brilliant day in office for Michael Carrick, a brilliant watch if you're a United fan, a very satisfactory day. First game of the match week, playing a side that you've not won against in the last 6 games. A beautiful, dominating victory delivered. That is it for today. United 2, Spurs 0. A brilliant evening at Old Trafford. See you again next time for the West Ham game.